yeah. Okay, so it is Ladies Week. On Air Jordan is out. It's all about the ladies this week. So Lore'l was gracious enough to hit up these three awesome women from Love and Marriage Huntsville on OWN.
Hey,
Ladies and
good morning.
I'm going to let y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Good morning. I'm Kimmy, Love and Marriage Huntsville. How y'all doing?
Hey, what's up? This is Melody Holt.
Hi, this is Letitia Scott.
And Kimmy, we wanted to say welcome home first and foremost.
Get that DMV.
Yes. You ready
Thank
for the
you.
DMV? And actually, Morning Hustle Show, we have expanded to Detroit. So we are you are talking to DC, Maryland, Virginia, and Detroit all in one.
Cool.
Right.
Cool.
Yes.
Our husbands, they're from Pontiac, Michigan.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of your show, Love and Marriage, it's all about you and the hubbies.
There you go.
Me and Lore'l been watching, so we here to get in your business.
Okay,
Okay.
and we're gonna dive right into it. I hope there's nothing y'all don't want to talk about right now.
No, we're on reality
good.
TV.
Okay,
So.
great. So you know what I like about the show a lot? Like, y'all really have three totally different personalities.
Right.
But I do feel like y'all two be ganging up on Mel. What's going on?
Really?
I'm going to tell y'all what.
that.
Once I seen, because y'all dating brothers,
Yes.
correct? And y'all kind of like sisters.
That's true.
So I feel like y'all have a little time that y'all be ganging up on Mel. Mel, do you feel like they be ganging up on you sometimes?
Most definitely.
That's funny. I just told
Definitely.
Kimmy, I said, I think because we're sisters, people just assume that we're gaming up on Mel when we have conversations. And it's not that we're gaining up on her. It's just we get to vent to one another because we can't vent to Mel.
Yeah.
So it would be better if Mel would answer her phone when we call so we can vent to her.
Uh-oh,
But
Mel.
she don't.
Mel.
So.
Mel, why aren't you answering the phone?
I don't get that many phone calls. Let's be clear.
Okay.
So, Letitia, I wanted to ask you, how is it with you having a husband that's very so much like he wants you to stay at home, be
Traditional.
more of a traditional stay at home kind of woman? I see that's been a little difficult for you, and the other women haven't been faced with those issues so
Right.
much. So how are you dealing with that, like moving forward?
It was extremely difficult for me, especially in the beginning of our marriage, because I was raised by a single mom and I was used to doing everything and doing a lot because I'm the oldest child also. But once I married Marcel, I had to step back and like, okay, listen, I have to let my husband be the man of this household. And so I just have to try to figure out how to make it work for our marriage. So in the beginning, it was like that. And then, so now you see me trying to, okay, Tisha, you put a lot into this marriage, you put a lot into giving to your family. It's time to start back focusing in on you and not forget about you. So I'm trying to figure that part out now. Like, how can I not give up on me, but still have a successful marriage?
And that's
Right.
what I think is good about this show is that because you all have three different dynamics in your marriages, we get to see. I think there are a lot of women that can relate to each of you
You're
in your
100%
relationships. And so with that, Letitia, just going back to that, how did you deal with that constriction, like feeling, just that kind of, because that can't feel good. Like you said, you're trying to get into a place where
Right.
you're creating boundaries essentially.
And he'll
Right.
make jokes out of it, but it
Yeah.
doesn't seem like he's joking.
No, he's serious, but he's joking. But he's for real. He's a big joker. So it's just trying to get used to him. And it's like, I have to pray about it because I'm like, okay, God, you put us together, because the way Marcel and I got together, it was so fast. It happened so fast. I'm like, it had to be God, because we met my second semester, my senior year in college, and I was getting ready to leave. So it's just weird. So I have to pray about it and figure out how I can make this work for my household and my marriage and be, the wife that Marcel needs me to be, but also be the Tisha that I need to be.
That's right, girl, because you got to be yourself. You got
That's
to be able to do your own thing now.
And I'm so glad you said pray, because one thing I seen during the first season, y'all actually was getting into it, and then one of y'all stopped and was like, you know what, we should pray. And in the middle of the argument, they stopped and they all was holding hands and they started praying. Does that really work?
Yes, prayer works.
Prayer works, but I mean in the middle of an argument.
Yes, prayer works.
You suggest that.
Especially in the middle of an argument.
Yeah. So is that something you suggest that Love and Hip Hop could take from y'all?
Right. We should have started with prayer, and maybe it wouldn't have got to where it got. But prayer kind of helps bring it all together every time.
Yeah.
Right. And so I know you got a little bit upset last season when she mentioned that she was a single mother. Letitia mentioned single mother, or like referring to yourself as a single mom because you've been through that situation. And now that I see you have a stepson, you have a blended family, you know. I did see the little shade coming from the wife when, the baby mom, sorry, when y'all was going on y'all yacht wedding. Is there a little tension going on there between you and the baby mama?
Well, you know, in any blended family, you kind of work through all the relationships. The children getting along with the new parents, the bonus kids, and all that kind of thing. So we're still kind of filling each other out as parents. Like, I don't think it's ever easy to end a relationship and watch the other person move on. Yeah. And so that's some things that we are all trying to work through as adults. And you get to see that if you stay tuned for all 11 episodes, where that's our narrative, so to speak, that we have to try to work out. And hopefully we can gain information from people watching. Yeah. And they can gain some from us and see if we can kind of get it worked out pretty well.
Right.
Before we let you go, ladies, Kimmy, I'm glad you said that. You know, for everybody that may not have seen Love and Marriage Huntsville yet, on OWN, as we know, it comes on Saturdays, 9 o'clock. Right. How can they catch up on episodes if they're listening to you guys like, oh, okay, Kimmy, Letitia, Mel, I love these ladies, or I need to watch this. How can they catch up on it?
Well, they could catch up on OWN, the app, and catch up on everything. Saturday, they binged it from like 12 to 8, like all day you could catch up. So you can download the app and you can go look at the previous 8 episodes that we already have done and catch up on that. All of us are on social media, and I'm sure all the ladies can give you their social media tags. I'm Kimmy, KIMMI_KLS on Twitter and Instagram. But we all reach out. Like when you call us,
you respond.
You get called back.
Okay.
I gotta ask Mel before you get y'all slide up out of here. Mel, what's going on with your relationship now with your husband? I know you came at him and you went to go see the divorce lawyers, and he went more trying to do the counseling route from cheating and all that stuff. How are you? What's going on with y'all two now, or do I have to keep watching?
Oh, you gotta keep watching.
Give me a little
You gotta keep watching.
Give us a little sneaker.
I will say that, you know, the first episode for sure definitely, you know, showed me weighing my options and showed him trying to work on being a better him. So throughout, you will see him working on being a better him, and you'll still see me weighing my options.
Right.
I'm not gonna say how it ends. I ain't gonna tell you how it ends, but you know, you gotta stay tuned.
So do you think a cheater could turn into a faithful person?
I feel like every day is a choice. A faithful person can turn into a cheater. A cheater can turn into a faithful person. It's a choice every single day that we all make.
That's right.
And how have you dealt with that again when you bring these personal things onto the television screen and now the whole world gets to see it? How have you been able to cope with it, you know, mentally and for your peace of mind wise? I'm sure everybody's got something to say about all of your relationships. So how are you all dealing with all this attention?
Well, you have to be determined to keep your peace of mind, first of all, and understand that, you know, when you open yourself up to the world like that, that just kind of comes with it, right? It's kind of like part of the package deal. So everybody's got an opinion. Everybody has something to say. But at the end of the day, if you're staying true to who you are, what you want to do for your life, what you believe in, then really what anybody else has to say doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So, you know, I'll say, hey, we appreciate people tuning in. That means they got something to say. That means they're watching the show.
Right.
So we appreciate
Good, bad, or indifferent means you're watching.
And is the comeback group ever going to come back? Because it just seems like y'all keep coming back to meetings, and then y'all just is it ever going to come back for real?
Yeah, you understand our pain. You understand our pain. We meet.
Y'all got to turn that to the don't come back group.
Can you guys tell
Yeah,
people about the comeback group? Tell them about what the comeback group is.
Well, you know, the comeback group really, which was a lot of the premise for us of the show and the reason behind it was to show African Americans coming together to work hard to revitalize an area that had been overlooked in Huntsville for a long time, which is North Huntsville, which is where the majority of the people are black. And so for us, it was a way to show how we can kind of, you know, improve the housing, improve the economy there, and, you know, kind of change happening by people that look like the people that live there. And so that was where the whole idea from. And I tell anybody, regardless of the fate of the comeback group, at the end of the day, in our hearts, all of us want to impact our community, and that is our goal at the end of the day.
And y'all do it separately. It's just together that doesn't work out. So
Yeah.
We believe in you. We believe in you.
We rooting for you, though.
Thank you. Kimmy, Letitia, Melody, thank you guys so much. Again, Love and Marriage Huntsville is the name of the show. We did not know there was this much going on in Alabama.
No, we didn't.
But now we do. Watch it on OWN Saturdays, 9 o'clock, and let everybody know how they can follow you and keep up with you.
I'm Melody S. Holt on Facebook and Instagram, and Melody S. Holt 1 on Twitter.
Okay.
And I'm Letitia M. Scott across all social media.
All right.
And like I said, I'm Kimmy, KIMMI_KLS on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'm Kimmy Grant Scott. Don't read anything into that. Grant Scott. That hyphenated thing is just so people can find me.
Okay. She look right at me like.
From the DMV. Don't read nothing into that, but that's on Facebook. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you. One more time for the ladies.
And they look amazing.
Love it,
They
Marriage.
can't
Yes,
beat
you
to the
do.
dog.